YouTube, what's happening? It is Saturday, April 5th, and we're talking MLB, and we're talking early because it is Saturday night, not Sunday morning. And this is the Sunday slate of games right here. And why am I doing it early? Because I have a lot of stuff to do in the morning that I don't think I'll have time to do the video. So I'm doing it now for you. Hey, cool thing is I have the lines for pretty much every game as long as the pitchers are announced. Washington, bro. If I don't have it, I can't bet it. Sorry. Only problem is I don't have any available props to bet because it is still too early Saturday night for them to have props up. They're still working on it. I've seen it. So we're gonna have to make do without the props because I got to get these videos up. I got to find a little bit of value because I don't have time tomorrow. So sad, I know. We'll be back to regular schedule stuff on Monday morning, but for now, we'll make do. Okay, you cool with that? Cool. So let's just jump into it. Arizona, Washington. You can see our two games here. There's no line because there's no pitcher for Washington. Yeah, good stuff. So that's a pass. Automatic. See how quick that was? There's nothing. I mean, I could show you Burns here. Let me go to props and just. Where was it? I just had Burns pulled up. There we go. Let me show you Burns. I'll show you what I can show you. So we got Burns. He's a 4.15 with an 8 Ks, 162 whip. Depends who Washington trots out there. I mean, yeah. We used to look at game logs a lot last year. 7-5 against the Yankees. He gave up 2 home runs, 2 earned, and not the best, but not bad. But for me, it's a pass. So from there, we're going to move on to the schedule. Go back to it, and we're going to have LA and Philadelphia. We get Glasnow versus Sanchez. On paper, it looks like a pretty good matchup, right? You would think. We pop to the game lines. We actually have spreads. LA 120 with a 7.5 total. So let's go ahead and look at the pitchers a little closer. Go to props. I have goodbye Burns. We're done with you. Chris Sanchez 169, 7 Ks, 113. You look at his full game log, and we can see that it was the Rockies, 5.14 hits, 1 earned. Not bad. It's Colorado. They're the one of the bottom 2 teams in the entire league. And then Glassdown went out there in his game log. He's 1-0 with 8 Ks and a whip with no ERA. He shut down the Braves, who I don't care how many games the Braves have lost. They're not the Rockies. So, and you struck out 8 of them. Impressive, good sir. Impressive. So immediately, and then I already have full faith that the bats for the Dodgers, if they do what they're supposed to do on their averages, they should win. So I'm just going to straight up take LAD on the money line, and let's move on to the next one, which is going to be Miami. Let me get rid of these two, and let's go over to this. Like this little, we're doing like a conversation style. We're just gonna roll through them all. So no breaks. One take Jake. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Next up is going to be Miami and Atlanta. Speaking of the Braves, we have a line. We have Atlanta 150. I mean, they won a game finally. Everything's back. Everybody's got to win. Everybody's got a loss. We're good. 7.5 is our total. Who do we have pitching? Let's go take a look. We got old Sandy and Grant. So let me go ahead and get these two pulled up real quick, and let's look at their stuff. Game log. 1-0, 3.72, 11 Ks. Not bad for one game, right? 0.9.3. I'm sorry, that was 2 games. I didn't realize he's already pitched twice now. 4-2, 7 Ks against Pittsburgh, 5 innings, 2 earned, 4 Ks against the Mets. Okay, this is already his 3rd game. Damn. They have a short rotation, don't they? Damn. All right, and Grant is going out there for the Bravos. He's 0-1 with a 7.2 with a 5 Ks and a 1.6. Okay, cool, whatever. Let's look at his game log. Roll down against, okay, so he pitched in this game. He had 1 inning against the Padres, and he gets struck out 2. He had 4 innings, 4 earned, and a home run and 4 walks and 3 Ks against the Dodgers. So a little bit of a rocky start for him, I would say. In this game, man, I don't know if I can trust you to keep Atlanta in the lead, and I don't. These aren't bad numbers from Sandy. I almost want to take Miami plus 1.5 at 154, and I think I'm going to. I just don't trust Grant Holmes. I just don't. Yeah, I mean, it was the Dodgers. I give him the credit. It was the Dodgers, but Sandy is not bad. Hell, what's the over under? 7.5. You know what? Let's do it. Over 7.5. Maybe they both don't do well. And all of a sudden, we're sitting at 8. We're sitting at my favorite score, 4-4. That's a winner. So, cool. Let's get rid of these two. Let's roll back to the game lines. Who is next on my list? New York and Pittsburgh. New York won by 1,000 today. So, 146.9 is our total. Let's look at who is going out there. We got Will Warren and Andrew Haney. Let's look at these two, how these two dudes are doing. Well, you went 3-6 with 4 Ks and 1 on the season. Is that the only game you've had, good sir? Yes, it is, and it against the Diamondbacks. not bad. 1 hit in 5 innings is actually pretty good. 2 earned runs, 4 walks is not good. You got to do better. Let's see. Haney, you can see what he has been up to. Let's go game log 0-1-8. Only 2 Ks, only 1 game, and it was Miami. Good numbers, though. Both pitchers, good stuff overall. The line is sitting at New York 146. And they won the game. What was it, 10-0 today? It was, I believe we saw it was, or 10-4. I think it was 10-4. I think I got to go to New York. They're just their offense is too popping right now, and Haney's not bad, but that was Miami. I don't think Miami. I don't think of like a good offense when I think of Miami. I think of a good offense when I think of Arizona, though. So it makes me want to trust Will Warren a little bit more. 1 hit in 5 against the Diamondbacks. I can mess with that. So I'm going to take New York. And do I trust New York's bullpen? That's the next question. I don't know if I do. Oh, I don't know if I do. Yeah, okay. We'll take New York money line. 146 is a decent number. I can rock with that. So New York money line. And now let's move on to the next game, which is going to be, come over here, get rid of that. And we have St. Louis and Boston. Do we have one of these up yet? I have the night game up. I don't have the day game up. That doesn't help me much at all. So if we look at the schedule, though, I will tell you the day game is Palante versus Newcomb, and I'll show you the stats, but I'm not going to play it because I don't have I don't have a line for it. So, but we can see who's out there. 1-0, 3-6, 3 Ks, 1.2. Cool. Game log. Let's roll down. Minnesota, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 Ks, 12 ground balls. Not bad. Not a bad stat line for sure. Newcomb is 0-1 with a 9. Ugh. All right, Newcomb. What happened? You gave 8 hits and 4 earns to Baltimore. Now you're facing St. Louis, who's pretty damn hot. Yeah, Palante is going out there. He's pitching better. Newcomb isn't. St. Louis is pretty hot right now offensively. I do believe. I could be wrong, but I do believe. So I do want to take St. Louis. What's the line? Well, there's the line. Ugh, damn. I was excited to take St. Louis, and I can't do it. All right, pass. Man, this is messing me all up. Hey, whatever, it's fun. This is what we gotta do, right? So let's go to the next game. Next game on the slate is going to be the White Sox and the Tigers. Fun fact: did you know the Detroit Tigers have hit the Yerfie in 7 of their 8 games this year? What does that mean? What is a Yerfie, you ask? That means yes runs first inning, as in the Detroit Tigers have scored a run themselves in 7 of the 8 games. I believe it. I saw the stat was one of the members pointed it out, and then I saw it today. I was like, they can't be stopped. So yeah, pretty crazy. Their offense is doing decent. So let's get rid of this game. Let's pull up the lines. What do we got? Chicago, Detroit. Do I have a line? Do I do 200 for Detroit with a 7.5. Who's pitching? That's a good question. Let's look. Martin Perez versus Jackson Jobe. Jobe, huh? Interesting. Let's see what we got going on. 1-0, 0-9, and a 5.5 for Perez so far. Game log, though, it was against the Reds, and it was the Reds. The Reds popped off tonight. They've had 14 runs, and then they had nothing, and then 2, and now they had a bunch today. So they are just elevator. They are all over the place. So, but hey, they got offense. They're good. Let's look at the Joe is 0-0, 6.75, 3 Ks, 175. Let's look at his game log. What have you been up to? Good sir. Seattle, 4 innings, 3 earned, 2 runs. That is not bad. Who's that against? The hell? Go back. That was against Seattle for you, and this was against Minnesota for you. Interesting. Now, do I care is the main question. Detroit's 4-4, Chicago's 2-6. I can show that. Like I can pull up. Hey, look, here's our standings. You can see everything there too. So let's go back to the game lines. Who would I want to take? I still don't trust Detroit minus 200. And can I bet a Yerfie? Can I bet the Yerfie? Because I'm going to if I can. Can I get one first inning? Run over under first inning. Over is plus 105. Yep, we're going for it. We're going to test the theory. Yerfie over, or just Yerfie. Yes, run first inning over. I guess we could just say, because some people don't know what Yerfie means, and that's cool. Or basically, yes, runs first You'll know what it means. You got it. Will there be a run score in the first? Yes. That's what I'm going to say. And probably by Detroit. Can I say by Detroit? Can I narrow it down even more? This is why you need books like some books that allow you to do that. Because if it's plus 105 for either team, I bet it's like plus 200 for like Detroit to do it. I'm down for that kind of gamble today. So we'll test the theory out on that. So let's go ahead and move from this game on to Toronto and the Mets. What do we have here? Well, there it is. That's today's game. That's today's game. Wrong Toronto, guys. Let me scroll down. There it is. It's going to be 130 for the Mets with a 7.5. Okay, we can work with that. Cool, cool. I'm okay with that. Player props. Let's get rid of these pitchers. And who do we have? Toronto, New York. We have Bowden Francis versus David Peterson. Not a bad matchup. Not a bad matchup. 1-0, 3 RA, 4 Ks, 0.83 whip. We go to the game log for Francis. He had Washington, 6 innings, 2-2-2-2-2, 3 walks, 4 Ks. Pretty straightforward. Peterson, 1-0, 3 RA, 9 Ks, 1-3. Pretty much the same stat line. His game log we see is Miami. He has 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 home runs. They both gave up 2 runs each. They did to Washington and Miami. Not two teams I expect to hit 2 home runs off, which means these two might not be that good this year. Huh. Total 7.5. I'm already leaning over. I'm going to tell you right, I'm leaning for the over, but I think I'm going to pass because I just realized I have 5 straight plays without passing because I'm just wanting to bet everything. So yeah, who is texting me? Stop. Yeah, no, we're good there. So let's go ahead and move to the next game, which is going to be Baltimore and KC. We do have a line. Yes, we do. It is a pick 'em with an 8 total. Nice. Let's clean up the pictures. Let's go look at the picture props. Not props, but Cade Povich versus Chris Bubich. Okay, or Bubik, however you say that. I don't know. Povich is 0-0 with a 6.23 with an 8 Ks and 1.62. Damn, bro. That ERA is, bro, that whip is rough too. It was Boston. Boston teed off on you a little bit. No home runs though, but they did get 5 hits and 3 earned runs. Pretty good. If we look at Chris Bubich, 1-0, nothing ERA, 8.83. Pretty good. Can't complain. Good stuff. Milwaukee, 11-1. They won. He only had 3 hits against Milwaukee. Not bad. Not bad at all. You can work with this. All right. So what's the line again? It is KC at home against you didn't give up any home runs, but you gave up 5 hits. You didn't give up much at all. And it was against Milwaukee. Yours was against Boston. Boston was struggling though when you faced them. So how much are they struggling now is the question. Like, I don't like this one either. This one feels too close to me. I wouldn't. If you said, hey, pick a side, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know who to tell you. If you said pick a total, I'm like, I don't know. It's 8 for a reason. It's kind of weird. Are these pitchers good? I need like 2 or 3 games to kind of see a trend. That's what we go on. We base on trends around here. You know this. So what is that? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games left. Pretty good. Not bad. I can have that. Let me get a drink real quick. All right, next up we got Cincinnati, Milwaukee. Let's go ahead and back over to the game line. So what do we have? 125, 134 for Milwaukee with an 8 is our total. Well, Cincy popped off. Now I kind of want to take Cincy, but it's like if they're gonna be just Jekyll and Hyde for the next like week and just bounce back and forth between 15 runs and 0, oh, it's gonna be a rough time to be do anything with this game. So we have that. Let's go look who's pitching though. That helps a lot. Carson Spires versus Chad Patrick. Let's look at these two dudes a little closer. Spires 0-1, 1-5, 5 Ks, whips. Cool. 6 innings, 3 hits against Texas. Not bad. Texas isn't a bad team, so that's actually a pretty good stat line overall. 1-0 loss. Crazy. We look at Chad Patrick, 0-0, 3-1-8, 6 Ks, 159. Look at his game log, see how he's been doing. And we come down and we see. Oh, I gotta go way down here. Okay. I see every time I see 29, it just makes me laugh. 5. So he's had 2 games. Where's am I blind? Oh, I haven't hit game log. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. Against New York, he had 1 inning. He gave up 2 runs and a home run on 22 pitches. And then against KC, he had 4.2, 3 hits. He had a good game here. So he had a bad game, a good game. So do with that what you will. They are at home, right? Yes, against Cincinnati. How many runs did Cincy score tonight? I'm going to start. If I have to fade them, I might just do that. So let me go to the scores up here. Let's go to the scores. Since he scored 11 runs and gave up 7, that feels like a lot of runs. I don't know if they're going to do that again. I think I'm going to take Milwaukee on the money line. I think we're going to trust Milwaukee. I like Chad Patrick's numbers in a longer game against KC. Pretty good. Against the Yankees, sorry. Yeah, the Yankees are good. We get it. We know they're good. Spires against Texas. Damn, he looked good too, though. They both look good. Did we take an under? They just popped the over like crazy. What's the over under? 8? An under of 8 with these two pitchers? I'm down. Let's do it. I'll be my first under this year. Under of 8. I'm down. Well, no, I took under today. I forgot the Rockies and the Athletics because it's cold. How's the game going? It's already went over because Colorado is that bad. You let the Athletics score 7 runs. Anyways, good job, guys. Good job indeed. Next game is going to be Houston and Minnesota. Let's go to the line. Let's get some odds. Houston, Minnesota is going to be Minnesota, slight favorite with an 8.5 total. Let's go look at the pitcher props, or the pitchers, not props. Houston, Minnesota, Blanco versus Chris Paddock. Blanco, okay. 0-1, 5.4, 6 Ks, 1.2. His game log tells us that he got roughed up a little bit against San Fran. 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 6 Ks. Not the best day for him overall, I would say. Let's go over to Paddock, who is 0-1, 24.3 ERA. 2 Ks, 3 whips. Okay, yeah, dude had a rough day. Let's see how rough it was. You played Chicago, the White Sox, and he gave up 9 earned runs. If the White Sox can get 9 earned runs, I'm almost certain Houston can get like 3. So, yeah, Houston money line. I'm just going straight Houston money line this one. If I had a pitcher prop, I would take Paddock over 2.5 earned runs because probably what the line's going to be, I would assume. I would hammer that one. But I'm just going to take Houston on the money line at plus 100. Good stuff. Let's move on from there. Houston money line. Make sure I type all this in. How many plays is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Respectable. We're doing good so far. We're doing good, doing great. Let's move on to the lines. We're going San Diego and the Cubbies. Cubbies are on fire, aren't they? Doing pretty good. 135, 7.5 is our total. Let's go look at the pitchers in the game. We got Kyle Hart versus Ben Brown. Ben Brown. Let me scroll down. There we go. How are you two been doing? 1-0, 3-6, 4 Ks, 1-2 whip. Cool. Game log gives Cleveland 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned, 2 homers. It is Cleveland, so it's kind of expected, but it's the Padres too, so they still won 7-2. Yeah, 1-1, 5-8-7. Man, Cubs are going to win like shootouts. They're going to have to. So it's just look at 7-4 Cubbies, Padres 7-2 now. They're free falling. Season's over for San Diego. No shot. Why was your game so bad? Who'd you face? Dodgers went 2.2, had 2 earned runs. The Athletics had 3. Man, the A's might not be a bad team. You got 5 Ks both times, but 18-3. I mean, you guys won. Yes, you gave up the 3 earned runs, but the offense was crushing. So I think we just got to be safe here and just go. We're just gonna go Chicago money line, right? So that's what I would do. So money line. Yeah, we're just taking money lines and over. Is all we can take today. There's so many props I've thought about taking. I'm about to take tomorrow just without telling on the video. But hey, guess what? We're going to trust him. We're going to trust the Padres to keep not doing well against this offense, who is absolutely crushing for Chicago. And we're going to trust him to not be so bad. So, hell, if anything, just take the over, right? Wait, no. Hold up. Pause that. Let's just rewind that a little bit. 7.5. No. We're going over. 7.5, baby. Let's go. Next up, get rid of these two. We're cruising. We got Tampa now. Tampa time. Tampa versus Texas is a pick'em with an 8 total. Who is pitching? That's a good question. Looks like it's going to be Rasmussen versus Kumar Rocker, who got rocked last time out. Let's see. 1-0. Nothing for Drew. 4 Ks, 0.4 whip. Game log. He pitched against Pittsburgh. 5 innings, 2 hits, 4 Ks, nothing. Dude had a pretty good game. Pretty good. Rocker, what you have, buddy? 0-1, 18 ERA, 3 Ks, and a 3 whip. My God. Let's look at your game log. 3 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs against Cincinnati, who that was their set 14 run before they started their 0-0-2 stretch. So, but yeah, he didn't have a good game at all. So, might have to fade Texas here and actually trust Tampa. Is it cheating if I'm rooting for the home team? I think I try to avoid that, but I try to take my heart out of the betting and just focus on the lines. And I think I'm going to take Tampa. We're going to take TB money line. Let's go for it. TB money line, baby. I'm down for that. Let's move on. A's and Rockies. They're next. Oh, buddy. 112 for the A's. I'm telling you, the A's. Watch the A's mess around and like not suck. just watch. Over under of 10. Well, based on the way these two pitchers are going, and apparently Cole doesn't bother him at all, so I thought it would. Nope, nope, not a shot. Let's go to the pitchers. What do we have? Estes versus Chase Dollander. Who? I don't know. I know Joey Estes. 0-1, 13.52 Ks, 3.25. Let's look at this game log for him. Chicago popped off on him for 6 earned, 3 home runs. Yeah, of course. And then we got Chase going out there, who, hello, welcome to the majors. We like to fade those dudes. I see why it's over now. I will join you in the over because, yeah, you are new and you got rocked in one game. I can't, I'm not in good faith. I can't say somebody who got rocked to come out and be a star. So over 10, baby, we're going for it. I don't like it. I'm taking it anyways. Who cares, right? I care, obviously. I'm taking the over 10 for sure. You know this. So from there, where we going? Where are we going? What is next? Seattle. Seattle's next. Got you. Seattle, San Fran, slightly in San Fran. They've been doing pretty good this year too. So we got Brian Wu going against Hicks. Is that who it is? Let's look. No, that is the standings, good sir. There we go. Wu and Hicks, yes. So Brian Wu is 1-0, 1-5, 5 Ks. I had his Ks last time he pitched. He didn't hit, sadly. But still 5, pretty good. I mean, damn good game. 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run. That's what you want to see. One, and it was against the A's. I know, but it was a 2-1 win. So, and then we got Hicks going out there. Game log, yes. 1-0, nothing. 0.5 with 6 Ks against Houston. He shut them down. 1 hit and 6. Amazing stuff. Yeah. Are you happen to be a lefty? No, you're a righty. If you were a lefty, I was going to just take San Fran by the run line, but I'm going to take San Fran on the money line. So we're going a lot of money line stuff today. So San Fran money line, and then lastly, well, not lastly, second to last, we got Cleveland and the Angels. Let's see if we got a line for that game. We might not. Cleveland, LA. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Is slightly into Cleveland with a 9 total. Let's go back to the pitchers. Ortiz and Tyler Anderson. Let's see what they got cooking over here. 0-1, 13.5, 2 and 2.79. That ain't good, my dude. That ain't good at all. San Diego went off on you for 7 earned. So again, we're going to fade the guy who just got rocked. That's just back to back. We'd like to do that. And then Anderson, his game log, 5-4, 4 Ks. You got semi-rocked. So we're sitting on a total of 9 with these two. And I'm going to trust the over. Sorry. Over 9.5. Yep, we're trusting that. And then lastly, we have Sunday Night Baseball. And if you haven't noticed already, there is no pitcher. So is Mikolas for somebody? I'll show you Mikolas stuff just so you can say you saw it. But other than that, I mean, he's 0 with 3.38, 3 Ks, 0.75 whip. Angels 5.1, not bad, good, decent stats. So that was baseball. That's all we can do for baseball right now. So that's the standings. What are we doing? Go back to the spreadsheet. Oh, that's hockey. Where are we going? There we go. Got it. I'm here. So that will be Sunday. We took some plays, mainly money lines. We're just going to sit back and look at box scores and have a good day. Hopefully the day games hit nicely. No props to sweat. Sadly, I know it's sad, but we'll be back with more props on Monday. But we got a Yurfie in there. Love that. No Nerfies in there, surprisingly. Cincy Milwaukee, I have an under. I'm kind of scared by that, but guess what? We're going to do it. So anyways, I appreciate being here. Let me know what you're playing. If you see props, drop the props for me so I can tell some of you, because obviously I can't see it. And I'm not going to have time to look at it in the morning because I'm busy. So I just want to be able to look at the comments and be like, give me some reasons why you're taking this prop. And I'm like, that looks good. Tailing you. Appreciate it. If you want the plays typed out or access to the spreadsheets, all you got to do is go to the HQ. So other than that, tomorrow or the next video will be for Monday, and you see all the games. This will be done Monday morning. Monday morning, I'll be back to do these games. I appreciate being here. We'll see you then. Peace.